Hey, this is Anik Singal. Welcome to this video. And in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what you need to become a successful entrepreneur. I don't care if you're doing an e-commerce business. I don't care if you're doing digital publishing, coaching, consulting, multi-level marketing, real estate, or if you have a bakery down the street. I'm going to share with you a model right here. And in this model, I'm going to prove to you that you need to learn a few things before you ever start adventuring out to become an entrepreneur. And that is why we've created this program called our MBA, our Mastery Business Academy. Because I'm telling you right now, and by the way, right below this video, you can apply right now to talk to someone at Lurn to see if that's the right program for you, but I'm telling you it is. And so I'll start by asking you a very simple question. This video, by the way, is going to be a series of questions to get you to start really thinking about, hey, do you even know what you're doing? Are you ready to actually go start a business? And if you have a business, do you actually know what to do to get it to the next level? So I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Let's say you're in Washington, D.C., okay, in the United States. You're sitting on the East Coast, and you need to drive to the other end of the country and go to California. Would you just get in your car and start driving? Without a map, without a navigation system, what's it going to be? Would you just get in a car and start driving? No. You wouldn't, right? You'd have no, how would you know you'll end up in California? God knows where you would end up. But this is what most people are doing when they want to become an entrepreneur, when they start a business. They're literally getting in the car, turning it on and starting to drive. No direction. So I want to introduce you to what I call my one-page business plan. It's my one-page MBA. And this applies to any business, every business. Okay, physical businesses, stores, e-commerce, coaching, consulting, affiliate businesses, email businesses. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. And that's what's on the screen behind me here. It's called a one-page business plan. And I've broken it into 5 steps. And I'm telling you right now, I want to invite you to have a conversation with us. I want to invite you to read this page below. And I want you to really ask yourself a question. I know I want to be an entrepreneur. I know I want to start a business, but do I know what I'm doing? Do I even have a clue what I'm doing? So there's 5 questions that I'm going to walk you through in this video. And they're right below too. If you want to skip ahead, you can scroll below. You'll see the 5 questions on this page. If you cannot answer with a definitive answer for every single one of the 5, if you don't have a clear-cut vision for every one of the 5, let me tell you something. You are not ready. You're not ready to become an entrepreneur, or at least you are really bulldozing your way towards a lot of problems. You're in the car driving without navigation and without a map. And you need to stop. And the map that I want to give you is right here. As a matter of fact, when you apply to be a part of our master's program, when you apply to be a part of our MBA program, our entrepreneurial MBA program, we get this implemented for you, for specifically you, not for everybody in the world, not for anybody in the world, for you, okay? So let's talk about this for real quick. We have 5 steps to the process. Step number 1 is attraction. You cannot build a business. So many people are building a business without answering what's going to attract people in. We talk about your free offers, your entry offers, your premium offers. All right, hold on, pause right there. Step 2, automation, right? You're going to build the right team, who you're going to lean on, what tools you're going to use. Step number 3, acquisition. All right, how are you going to convert your traffic? Where are you going to get your traffic from? Step number 4, communication, emails and bots and social media and the phone. How are you going to stay in touch with your audience to continue to sell them? And then last but not least, step number 5, listen, do you even know what data you should be tracking? What's your break-even number? How much money do you spend on advertising? How do you monetize them? How do you scale a business? So right then and there, these are things that when you're in our MBA program, we work one step at a time and you walk away with a full-blown plan of action. I'm talking about every step of the way, every single step of the way. So let's get right in. Are you ready? I'm going to ask you question number 1. I've been written down here and you can scroll below. Now remember, if you cannot adequately, and I mean with complete assurance, answer every single one of these questions, you need to book a call right now. You need to learn about what we do, how we can offer an MBA. Now, it doesn't matter where in the world you are. You don't need to be in the United States. You don't need to be in Canada. You don't need to be, you could be anywhere at any corner of the world, and we can help you with this. You can get your entrepreneurial MBA with us. We can walk you through all of this. We can give you a step-by-step plan. So question number 1, do you know the exact next 3 steps right now? Do you know the exact next 3 steps that you need to take to get your business from where it is to where you want it to be? I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about 3 months from now, 6 months from now. I'm talking about today, this moment. If you are sitting in a place where you don't have your business up right now, do you know the exact next 3 steps that you need to take to get your business up and successful? If you already have a successful business and you're getting some revenue, do you know the exact 3 steps today you need to take to get it to the next level? Come on. You should be able to, you should not even be thinking about this. It should be written down. You should have an exact plan of action. Boom, boom, boom. I need to do these 3 things. If you don't, guess what? You need to have a conversation with us. You need to talk to us about our MBA program. You need to scroll below right now, click the big button and schedule your call and get on the phone with your advisor and say, I need to be enrolled into this MBA program. I need answers. You know what? Our students who go through our MBA program, every day they always know the exact 3 steps they need to be taking. They're never confused. They're never lost. They never wake up and say, oh, well, what do I do now? Boom. Clarity and vision. They're moving forward. That's part of the MBA program. And where do you learn that in school? Where in school do they ever teach you that, right? So, all right, so number 2, which business model is right for you? Hold on and think about this. What do you do right now? We have so much marketing on the internet, right? And someone is like showing you a Facebook ad for e-commerce. E-commerce is great, build a Shopify business. And then 2 minutes later, Amazon. Amazon is amazing, build an Amazon business. And then 5 minutes later, email is the best, build an affiliate marketing email business. And then 5 minutes after that, coaching, consulting, how to sell $5,000 or more offers. And then right after that, multi-level marketing. And then right after that, real estate. And then come on. So what do? Be honest. You start clicking, you start reading, you start watching videos, and so you follow the shiny object. You just start doing things because that's what Sally is doing. That's what Joe is doing. That's what Sam is doing. It works for them. I'm just going to go do it. Why? Because I just want to make money. Let me ask you a very simple question. When you were trying to pick what career you would do or what job would you take, did you go to your next door neighbor and say, hey, John, knock, knock. What job do you do? John's like, oh, I do this. Oh, great. I'm going to do that too. Guys, here's the thing. The number 1 reason entrepreneurs are failing is because you have not built or chosen a business that's fit for you. Let me ask you some simple questions. How much money do you have to invest in a business? Do you have $300 or do you have $3,000 or $30,000? Don't you think that the answer to that question will directly make a difference on what business model you should do? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you like writing or do you hate writing? Don't you think that core skill set would make a difference? There's businesses that you can make so much money if you love writing, but there are businesses you can make so much money if you hate writing. What about your skill sets? Are you an operationally organized person or are you a dreamer, big vision? You know, all of these questions need to be answered. That's why you have to apply. In our MBA program, that's the first thing we do. We teach you about all the different business models and we help you decipher, figure out which is the right one for you. Not which one's making the most money for this guy, that guy, and this guy. Guys, you got to stop all the noise. This is the problem. Entrepreneurs, listen, focus, vision, clarity. What is it you get to do? What is it you should do? What are you best suited for? What's your passion? Because I'm telling you, there are tons of options out there. And every single marketer you're seeing show you one thing or the other, they're all right. I'm not saying they're lying. It works. All of the models work, but which one will work for you? Listen, if you don't know, boom, right now, I invite you to click the big button below this and apply for the call and talk to one of our advisors. And when you get on the phone, say, I need to be in the MBA program. Because that's the first thing we do. When you're in the MBA program, sheer, clear, focus, vision, clarity on exactly which business model you are going to kill it in. You know, I always say this. Just because you have a player, let's say you have a football player, they're amazing at football. Man, they're a great athlete. You can't just hand them a tennis racket and expect them to start being amazing at tennis just because they're a great athlete. That's what you're trying to do right now. There's something that you're deeply good at. There's something that you're amazing at, but you aren't grabbing that tool because you're chasing other people's tools. We make sure in our MBA program, we make sure you grab the right tools. All right, so that's the second question. Can you answer which business model is truly right for you? If you can't, right now, I'm telling you, go below, schedule the call, let's talk, and let's get you into our MBA program. All right, number 3, right here. Are you struggling to succeed? This is a tough one, all right? So I want to really talk about this. You're working hard. Listen, man, you're buying the programs, you're going to the seminars, you're up late at night, there's no lack of hustle, you're trying, and you're not getting success. You're just not. But here's the worst part. Here's where it gets worse. You ready? The other people around you are. You're in forums, you're in Facebook groups, you're watching webinars, you're seeing videos, and this guy's making 100 grand, this person's making 10 grand, this person's making 20, and you're like, what is wrong with me? Do you know what's wrong with you? That's a genuine question. It's question number 3. Why is it that you think you're doing everything? You're buying the programs, going to the seminars, you're working hard, you're doing everything you're being told, but there's no success. Why? Do you know? It's not because you're inadequate. It's not because you can't do it. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because you are doing the wrong things. It's because you don't have a clear map. You don't have a clear plan. You do not have a business plan. You are trying to drive to California without a map, without any guidance. Book your call right now. Go below right now. Click the big button. Let's talk. All right, in our MBA program, that never happens because we make sure you are on the right track. If you're on the right track, listen. If you're on the right track, you will start to see the success, but you can't be bothered by what other people are doing. You need to be bothered by what you're supposed to be doing. All right, let's move on. Number 4. This is a simple question. Do you have a freaking business plan? No. I'm not talking about ideas and thoughts. A plan, a step-by-step business plan. A step-by-step business plan. Do you have one? Because if you don't, how are you going to get there? How are you going to cook this incredibly specialized dish that is only made in a corner of the world without a recipe? How are you going to cook a meal that you've never tried, that you've never had, or that you've never seen made? How are you going to cook that meal without a recipe? So do you have a business plan? Do you have this? Do you have your one-page MBA? Do you have your one-page business plan? I know you're answering no right now. I know it because, guys, I've been there, I've lived it, I've done it. I've taught over 1 million students all over the world. How many of them do you think came with a business plan? Listen, you're not alone. This is why we do our MBA program. This is why we do this. Because guess what? When you graduate from our MBA program, you don't just have a plan. Boom, step by step. So if you don't have one, if what I'm saying, you're sitting there thinking, man, Anik, it's like he's watching me, he knows. Right now, you scroll below, you click the big button, and you schedule the call. There is absolutely zero reason for you not to be doing it by now. You get on the phone with the advisor and you say this to the advisor, I want to be in the MBA program. What's it going to take? Because when you're in the MBA program, boom, step by step with all the guidance you need. And that leads me to question number 5. You ready? I'm going to read this question exactly as I wrote it because it's that important. It's the most important question of all. Who in your life do you trust wholly? Trust. Big word, trust. Wholly. That is already a successful entrepreneur. That has already done it. Who do you trust, that is a successful entrepreneur who has done what you want to do? Who do you trust wholly to show you step by step to, are you ready for this? To coach you, guide you, and mentor you. Who? In your life, let me ask you a question. You're getting brain surgery. You're about to get brain surgery and your surgeon walks in and says, yeah, I've never done this before, but I got all the guidance I needed from my brother-in-law. He's an engineer. I'm going to be fine. My engineer brother-in-law taught me how to do brain surgery on you. You want that person doing brain surgery on you? Would you ever even for a moment think about going to a plumber and asking them how to fix your car? No. So why is it that when we need to start a business, we go to everybody around us and start randomly asking, but yet not one of them has the success we want in the region, in the business that we want? And why is it that so many of us try to start business without ever getting support, without coaching and guidance, just because it's usually because we don't trust? But let me ask you this. When you were younger and you were trying to learn to play a sport, did you not have a coach? When you wanted to learn how to drive, who did you lean on? You leaned on someone who knows how to drive. They taught you how to drive because they know how to do it. So in every part of our life, we turn to people that know how to do it, that have done it, and we say, please coach us, guide us, mentor us. Yet in the world of business, you are trying to do it alone without any answers, without any guidance, without any coaching, and yet you wonder why it's a struggle. So I'm asking you, stop the pattern right now, entrepreneurs. This is a moment, an opportunity for you to literally enroll into a community, into a network. I call it your $1 million network. We have had hundreds of graduates that are now on the other side, and they are connected to the Lurn mission. They are connected to the Lurn Master's program. They're connected to the Lurn MBA. And when you come into the other side, it is their mission, their goal to drag you up, to drive you up, and to answer your questions. Wouldn't you rather learn how to build an e-commerce store from a person who's done $1 million in e-commerce and is a master's graduate? Wouldn't you rather learn how to build a business from someone who's built exactly that kind of business and who genuinely cares and loves and supports you because he belongs to the same program? Yeah, I think you would. So my question to you is this. I asked you a very simple question. I asked you 5 questions. If there was even one question that you could not answer with complete assurance, confidence, and just a full answer, if there was even one, you need right now to book this call. You need to right now click the button and book a call with our advisors. And when they pick up the phone, right, when you show up at the date and time that you've booked, and by the way, you better show up. You want to be an entrepreneur, you need to take ownership over this. So when you show up, because you will, at the exact date and time that you booked the call for, that coach, that advisor, you start the call by saying, how do I get into this MBA program? Because here's the deal. I'm telling you right now, there is nowhere else in the industry that is offering an entrepreneurial MBA that gets into the weeds and details like we do. You do not just get theoretical education. That is nonsense and it's not applicable. You get tangible, actually implementable, step-by-step, day-by-day plans and the support and the guidance to follow it. You leave with a full-blown business plan and you learn all the concepts that you need to know as an entrepreneur. So here's the final moment and a final decision. I'm offering you the chance to book an absolutely free call to talk to an advisor about an opportunity of being a part of our MBA program, where you get all the training, coaching, the business plan, the specific instruction, the tangible exercises, and all the knowledge you need, but most of all, the coaching, guidance, and support. This is your opportunity. We're here. We have been doing this for years and years. I've been teaching students for over 15 years. I have had over 1 million entrepreneurs that I've taught worldwide. That's why I said it doesn't matter where in the world you are. This is your opportunity. Do you want to level up? And the question I ask you, this is my last, I just want to leave you with this vision. Are you trying to drive to California without a map and without navigation? Simple question. Because if you are, you already know what you need to do right now. And that is the reason you're struggling, and that is the reason you're overwhelmed, and that is the reason that you're not seeing the results from your business that you've been dying to see. Let's get you that map. Let's get you a full-blown business plan. Let's work together. So right now, what you're gonna do is I want you to click the big button right below this video. I don't want you to wait anymore. There are no excuses. I am telling you, this is the moment that will change your life. Click the big button, schedule a call, mark it on your calendar, make sure you show up. Absolutely show up for the call, 100% ready to go, committed. And when you get on the phone with your advisor, you simply say, I wanna be in the MBA program. Tell me how. All right, now not everyone gets in. But if you bring that kind of conviction, just maybe they'll be able to help support you into a process and through a plan that gets you exactly where you want to go. All right, this is me, this is Anik Singal, inviting you into our program, inviting you for an opportunity to book this free call to explore where you are and how you can go to where you need to be. All right, our MBA program has been changing lives. We've created millionaires all over the world. It doesn't matter where you sit. But what does matter is the decision you make at this moment. Click the big button, schedule the call, mark your calendar, be serious, come ready to take notes and ready to take action. And remember, whatever you do, find a way to get into our MBA program, because this is going to be the program that finally supports you and changes your life and gets you to where you have been dreaming of going. This is Anik Singal reminding you, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. Come on, do not miss this opportunity. Book the call, and I will see you in our MBA program.